The first day I was going to deliver my first training ever to a room full of people, I was so nervous. I couldn't even speak to my boyfriend as I walked out the door to work that day. I didn't even answer him when he asked me how I was feeling about my presentation that day. I just gave him a quick kiss with zero eye contact and walked out the door. Now fast forward a few years, I delivered an amazing training to a group of about 200 people a couple of weeks ago. And at the end of the day, a participant came up to me and said, I would love to be as confident as you when presenting to a room full of people, but I always feel so sick when I'm doing this at work. My reply was, if you want to become more confident at presenting, then present and present some more. Nobody feels confident when they do something for the first time. If it's something important and big, probably not even the second or the third time. I've been presenting and training for a while now, and I know my way around the block, and I am a confident presenter. But clearly it wasn't always that way, was it? Look, there are hundreds of definitions of what confidence is out there. Not all of them are helpful, relevant, or even true. In fact, Katie Kay, who wrote a book, The Confidence Code, interviewed hundreds of professors, psychologists, and neuroscientists about confidence, and mostly they replied the same way to the question, what is confidence? They replied, well, it's kind of complicated. Not overly helpful, right? No wonder so many people think that they need confidence before they actually do something big. I mean, the experts can't even agree with what it is. But there was one professor, however, at Ohio State University with a very simplistic and empowering definition, finally. Richard Petty defines confidence as what turns thought into action. Now let's dig into this a little bit so you can totally get it today. Confidence is what turns thought into action. Understanding confidence in this way becomes a powerful upward spiral for us, right? Because when we turn our thoughts into action, what is happening is we take the action, and the more action we take, the more confident we get at that thing. And when we're more confident, we feel more likely to take action. Get it? That's the type of spiral I'm happy to sign up for. What about you? Confidence is what turns thought into action, is empowering for us, isn't it? It puts you back in charge of the action you take, and it doesn't rely on us having to feel a specific way before we take action. The focus moves from I need to feel a particular way to start to I'm going to do it anyway, and at some stage, my confidence is going to grow, and it does. Now let me ask you a question. I want you to think of a time in the last 12 months where you were confident at something. I mean, think about it. A time that was a pretty big deal. Now, as you go back to that time now, I want you to notice what you were seeing, what you were thinking, and specifically what you were feeling at the time. Now, let me ask you another question. Be honest with yourself, really honest here. Were you confident before you started that thing the first time, the very first step? No, you weren't, were you? Right? Truth is, you probably felt nervous or scared, fearful, maybe even butt squeezy, but you weren't confident. When you took action in this thing that you did, from that place of action, your confidence grew over time. You want to build confidence? I mean deep, core, authentic confidence? Stop waiting for confidence to magically arrive before you start. Stop talking yourself out of taking the action that will move you closer to being confident in the thing that you want to do. Confidence never comes first, never. And now if you like the vibe I've brought to this conversation, then why don't you take a look at my next video, Unhelpful Language Habits to Change, where I take you through 3 language habits that quite often hold back female leaders in the workplace. So take a look. I'll see you over there now.